Hey everybody, I have a video here for you today, and I thought this might be a good one to make at this time. We are going down to what they call America's Stonehenge. Now, I made a few videos on this. I think the last one I also included a clip from the show In Search Of with Leonard Nimoy, and I will leave the link to that video below. But in case you have not seen this from overhead, here is America's Stonehenge, or Mystery Hill. And certainly they were observing the heavens. That is the only thing really definitive I think you can say about this site. But certainly some important days of the year are marked. And if any of you have been to this site, please leave your comments. But if we back out here, I just want to show you something here. Here is the Burnt Hill site that I featured maybe, 2 or 3 weeks ago. So that site appears to be very ancient and maybe connected to the same people. That's something that we have to consider. And also the ruins in Quebec and other places in New England. Is this one culture that put all these ruins in here? Or maybe a few different ones? But certainly they were astronomers and they were observing the heavens and marking important days of the year. Let's just go down and get a general look at the site. And I'm going to read a story. The site was vandalized, if you can believe that. But here, clearly, archaeoastronomy was used at the site. Here is a stone chamber, stonework familiar in the northeast part of the United States. But who was here a long time ago and built these? Are these Ogham, Phoenician, somebody we have lost track of? That's all up for grabs. Another construction here at what is called Mystery Hill. More looks. Here's a good close-up. Here, looking down into one of the compartments. But here, I think this marks the winter solstice on December 21st. Sun rising over a stone here, marking an important day. Here's more stonework at the site, and I think this is what got vandalized right here. But here it says, what is America's Stonehenge? Built by a Native American culture or a migrant European population. A maze of man-made chambers, walls, and ceremonial meeting places at over 4,000 years old, America's Stonehenge is most likely the oldest man-made construction in the United States, and that is pure speculation right there. Like Stonehenge in England, America's Stonehenge was built by ancient people well-versed in astronomy and stone construction, but it's very unique and it really doesn't resemble the Stonehenge in England at all. It had been determined that the site is an accurate astronomical calendar. It was and still can be used to determine specific solar and lunar events of the year. Various inscriptions have been found throughout the site, including Ogham, Phoenician, and Iberian Punic script. But here's the Boston Globe. Let's just read. Power tool used to vandalize America's Stonehenge. Here's a look at the site. It says, police in New Hampshire say it appears someone used a power tool to vandalize a stone in a group of rock configurations called America's Stonehenge. WMUR TV reports the vandalism was reported to the Salem police Sunday by the property's owner. Police said a cross was also found near the vandalized stone. They believe the person or persons involved were trying to reenact a scene in a fictional book that features America's Stonehenge. But I really hope these dipwads get caught. Sometimes the only thing we have to learn about a culture is the stonework that they have left behind, or petroglyphs or artwork. We have so little to go on, so stuff like this should be not tolerated. This is a pretty sad story. Idiots like this are out there having fun, doing their own little thing, not realizing that they are causing harm to the people who want to try to figure out what the heck happened in the past. This should make people mad, and I hope it does. But here on this other website, this is called the Sacrificial Tablet Stone, I believe. And this is what they use a grinding tool on, those pinheads. So, just wanted to get this story out there. They left some weird pics, a cross. It's like a little pic of the Statue of Liberty. This is a pretty weird story. It says, asked whether the vandalism might be a hate crime. The deputy chief said the first step is to find the vandal. A hate crime? I just think it's an idiot crime. The victim classified the markings as anti-Masonic. This is obviously a unique crime for us, and we have not ruled out any angle or motive. Our focus is to identify some of the people in the pictures, if possible, and see how they could have been linked to this act. And I guess there was more than one pick left at the scene, but I will leave these links below. And this is just a sad story, people these days. But some people have little respect for ancient ruins. Sometimes that's all we have to go on to guess who these people were. But that is a look at the Mystery Hill site. If you haven't watched my video on the Burnt Hill site from pretty much due west of this site, I will leave the link for that below right here. And also for the last video I did on America's Stonehenge, featuring that clip from In Search Of, a show that I enjoyed as a kid, maybe inspired me to look into all this stuff, who knows. But that was America's Stonehenge, kind of a sad story, idiots ruining our ancient past. I won't tolerate it, and I don't think you will either. Hope you thought that was informative, and you all have a very nice day.